Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. All right. I don't know if this has already been out there or not, but I just got an email. I sent out a FOIA request for the Latah County. Remember when Kohberger was pulled over, I believe in August? I think it's that one. When he was pulled over in August, and you know, he doesn't have a front license plate, but I got the video. So, you know, go out and share the video, everybody. Let's get people over here. Yeah, they directed to a website. So we got the... Ah, Jesus. Hold on a second. that didn't not hurt. All right, so here we go. Here we go. You know, I should put like a watermark. I never do that though. You know, these... Everybody... Here, let me get the full screen here. Hold on. Great, play the video. Stop waiting, you bastard. Every time. Yeah, all right. So it's right there. There, now we can see the whole thing. Alright. So we'll wait for people to come in. We've only got 380 people. This should have a hell of a lot more than that. But hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe. Alright, so here we go. Ah! Again. Like top 3 traffic. Woo, woo, there we go. Watermark, watermark, watermark.
Pullman at Farm with Pennsylvania. Lincoln Frank Zebra 8649.
I don't know if they turn and see his face, but you do see his face when he's pulling up. Hey, thanks, Paul Ayers. There he is, there it is. You can see his face right there.
Hey there. I stopped you going a little fast. You didn't realize this is 35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you go...
41.
I'm grabbing.
Yeah, 43 was what the radar said.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your license, the registration, insurance?
I'm going to switch out that thumbnail.
Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you?
No.
No? That's no good.
He's not wearing his seatbelt. What an idiot.
Just being honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You guys are... There's absolutely no point in not being honest.
Yeah.
You have a radar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a vehicle registration slip or something like that?
Well, that didn't make any sense. He said, you have the radar, but they were talking about not wearing a seatbelt.
Okay.
Or did I give you my insurance?
Yeah, this is your insurance. That's good. Thing is, I'm on a overtime shift right now. One of the conditions is we have to enforce seatbelt laws, and so to write you a citation for that, it's $10 in Idaho. Not a huge deal, but yeah. Be right back.
God, it's just creepy seeing his face on some other thing, isn't it?
What?
Hey, but one of my first FOIA requests actually answered. I think they answered it in bulk for a bunch of people, though. I wonder if he goes around to the front on this. Although I don't know if, yeah, I think this is one in August, I think.
Latah 329, code 4 Drive Strike, Washington. Last name Kohberger, King Ocean Henry, Boy Edward Robert, George Edward Robert, First Brian, Boy Robert Young, Adam Nora, middle C.
Oops. I think they just edited that out. Hey, and don't forget to help support the channel if you're out there, guys. That's what we do here. We go out and get the documents, however we get them. Yeah, it's Kohberger. Everybody always calls him Kohberger or Kohberger or whatever the hell it is. Not that we care if his name is pronounced correctly, but you know, the pro-burgers out there always say they call him Kohberger. They don't even know how to spell the name of the person that they're defending so vigorously.
AM 329 through Pennsylvania, valid 2024 and clear.
Copy. I'll be busy site.
There you go. That's my watermark.
Alright, sir, here's your license back. It's here, just an infraction citation. The only thing I'm alleging failure to wear your seatbelt on the traffic stop. Like I said, the fine at that's $10. You do have the right to a hearing on this if you'd like one.
Oh, hell
if you'd
no.
like hearing, you need to request it before September 8th at 8:30. Otherwise, they'll automatically be entered against you. You'll lose the right to the hearing. You just wanted to pay it. The mailing address there, website right there.
Yeah, I just have a question about that. So in terms of like, you know, when you get a speeding ticket that's obviously reported to your insurance, is that the same thing for the seatbelt?
I don't think so. I think it's only moving violations that go to insurance, or things that might put points on your license.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Could I get a phone number from you?
Yeah, why?
We need to put it on the citation as it goes to the court.
Yeah, most people wouldn't ask why right there unless you're concerned it might lead back to tracking.
I'm just for future reference, I mean, I'm obviously an honest person, right? I told you I wasn't wearing my safety belt. When people lie to you about that, like say I lied to you about that, right? Just for my own knowledge. Do you honestly go back and look at that, or do you just...
With a seatbelt like this, I didn't check as I was coming up, so that's why I asked you.
Do you usually?
I should. I noticed you weren't wearing it, and I'm on this emphasis, and like I said, I'm getting paid by ICD, and they want us to enforce the seatbelt law, so I was being more aware of that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Well, one thing on that one, I don't see he ever went to the front plate. Maybe when it drove by, he put it in the notes. I do have some PDF files here. I know he says, well, I'm obviously an honest person. All right, you know, because I told you. So like he already knew why he was telling him that, because he wanted the officer to think he was an honest person, but he didn't think the officer would even think that he was an honest person, so he had to tell him, hey, you're supposed to think that I'm an honest person because I told you that I wasn't wearing my seatbelt when I wasn't. But then I also said, wow, you've got the radar, the speed check. He's just a complete idiot, man. But he sounds so, you know, intellectually curious about things. This is the August 21st incident. And it says right here on this document, it says, I stopped the vehicle for speeding. Oh, now it's 42. 35 miles per hour. Confirmed patrol speed 29 miles. Oh, maybe this is a different one. Let's see. Driver stated he was not aware of the speed limit. He was going 42 and a 35, and that's... You pulled him over? That's ludicrous, really. I mean, I noticed he was not wearing his seatbelt, and he acknowledged that he was not. Okay, so he was speeding, and he didn't have a seatbelt. I cited him for seatbelt and warned him for speed. And then this is the citation here. I don't see where it mentions the not having a front plate or filming that it doesn't have a front plate. Yeah, it's only $10. I'm sure he paid that happily. Got the hell out of there. Yeah, there's Duke right there. All right, I'll play it again. And thank you, Trudy Burgoyne. I just got done walking this morning for my exercise, and I just came in, and then there was an email that said it's out, so I just went straight to this and put it on. The 42 and a 35 is that there's no way you'd normally pull somebody over for that. That must have been the combination of no seatbelt and 42. I kind of thought that this video they would show him walk to the front of the car, but maybe he just mentions somewhere else in another report that he didn't have a front plate. I don't know, or they were just throwing it out there to make him nervous. But his defense attorneys would have seen it, that there is no... Is BK still there, or is he gone? I don't know. How would we know? Alright, we'll just start over again. Oh, you may get past the beep sound. Ah! Jesus! Oh my god. The beep was like into it. Alright, I'm gonna put this somewhere else. Let's see. God, it's so loud. It's just... I'll put it in here. And let me get it past. You can see the wave object, I'm sure. Look at that. All right there. See that? Right there. Get rid of that. See, I think that was, let me go over there. I'm going to turn all these on. I think, man, something's really taxing the system here. There it is right there. Apparently right in that area. Let's see, hold on, I think it's just back of that. So that's interesting. It's sort of interesting where he was pulled over. Hold on. I'm gonna go back to here. I think I saw something like that in the background. Let's just look really quick.
Latah 39 traffic. Full minute 49.
I think that's that. Like they pulled over right here in the turn lane. I think that sign right there is what we're looking at. It's just maybe lit up. You can see that little dome at the top. Let's see. Yeah, that's definitely it. Right? Don't you guys think that that's it? Yeah, and there's the left turn right there. Yeah, so boom. Nailed it again, everybody. Nailed it again. That's why you come here. You always know where I'll find the locations. So, yep, they were pulled over right here in the turn lane. Right there. All right.
Full minute farm with Pennsylvania. Hey there.
Yeah, you know inside he's saying, man, they don't know where I just came from. I was stalking a residence. Hey, thanks, Virgo Alex. What happened to you? You changed your name. All right.
I stopped you going a little fast. You didn't realize this is 35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you're going...
about 41?
Yeah, 43 is what the radar said.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your license, the registration, insurance? Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you? No. No? That's no good.
He wanted to make sure that he thought he was honest both times.
Just being honest with you.
Just being honest with you. Please give me a break, officer. I said, I'm just being honest with you. And I'll try that in the future, too, when I get pulled over.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You guys are... There's absolutely no point.
Let me start this part over.
Hey there. I stopped you going a little fast.
Okay, yeah, you did say speeding. But 43 and a 35.
You didn't realize this is 35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you're going...
about 41?
Yeah, 43 is what the radar said.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your license, the registration, insurance?
Nobody gets pulled over going, I think he wanted to just check him, but not wearing a seatbelt. Who the hell does that this day and age? I mean, my God.
you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you?
No.
No? That's no good.
Right. Just being honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You guys are... There's absolutely no point not being honest.
Of lying.
Yeah.
You have a radar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a vehicle registration slip or something like that? Okay.
Or did I give you my insurance?
I mean, right there he chuckled at an appropriate time.
Yeah, this is your insurance. That's good. Thing is, I'm on a overtime shift right now. One of the
Notice he's wearing all black, you guys?
conditions we have.
I mean, he's got... I mean, I think if there was something lighter here, you'd see it. But the jeans are dark. They're not, like, light anything, so...
Have to enforce seatbelt laws. And so, to write you citation.
This might be one of the nights where he got out of his car and, like, was looking up above.
For that, it's $10 in Idaho. Not a huge deal. But, yeah. Be right back.
Well, we can't tell what color it is, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it is kind of... You're right there, you're saying? Yeah. But it could be the lights from the car that make that look blue, the police car. See how the lights over here? The light shining from the vehicle, you know, the police car, because notice the blue here and there and all around. Oh, it changed it for... Oh, yeah, okay. That's crazy. So it looks like somebody sent $10 in somewhere and it doesn't show up on the screen. So thanks for doing that. Oh, yeah, it was Paul Ayers at the beginning. There you go. But yeah, you guys, if you want to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. You know, we have our final night of the month coming up in 2 days on July 31st. And that's when we donate thousands of dollars out of the income from the channel.
35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you're going...
About 41?
Yeah, 43 was what the radar said.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your license, the registration, insurance?
For sure, man. August 21st.
Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you?
No.
No? That's no good.
Right. Just being honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You guys are... There's absolutely no point not being honest.
Yeah.
You have a radar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a vehicle registration slip or something like that? Okay.
Or did I give you my insurance?
Yeah, this is your insurance. That's good. Thing is, I'm on a overtime shift right now. One of the conditions is we have to enforce seatbelt laws. And so, to write you citation for that, it's $10 in Idaho. Not a huge deal. But, yeah. Be right back.
I know how they're going to spin it. The Kohbergers will spin it by saying, see, it was a setup. They already knew that they were going to charge this guy. They were just checking in on him on this one. You know, that's why, who pulls somebody over for 42 and a 35, man? No way. What do you mean? Couldn't you see it before? It was taking up the whole screen. Oh my god, what date is this from again? August 21st for the 80th time. This is the one apparently where it's missing a front plate, but I didn't see him ever walk around to the front, so maybe when he drove by he noticed it and mentioned it in a different... But why isn't it mentioned in these reports, I guess, you might ask. I think it really just kind of shows him on one of his other trips out there.
Latah 329, code 4 Drive Strike, Washington.
Go ahead.
Last name Kohberger, King Ocean Henry, Boy Edward Robert, George Edward Robert, first Brian, Boy Robert Young, Adam Nora, middle C.
All right, everybody. There you go. Will that work?
And 329 to Pennsylvania, valid 2024 and clear.
Hey, thanks, Papa
I'll
Scott.
be busy site. Alright, sir, here's your license back. It's here, just infraction citation. The only thing you're alleging failure to wear your seatbelt on the traffic stop. Like I said, the fine at that's $10. You do have the right to a hearing on this if you'd like one. If you'd like hearing,
What they'll spin is that they, at no point in this did the officer drive up and film the front of the car missing his front plate. But that was, I don't know where that information came out. It was in, seemed like it was in court that apparently it's missing his front plate in this body camera. You know, maybe there's prior traffic camera. Let's go back a little bit. Hold on. I guess we don't get to see before. Let me hold on a second. Let's try to. I don't want to get that beep sound one more time. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to turn off the audio for a second. So he was facing him. Oh, interesting. Oh wow, so that's likely his, I don't know, maybe that's his car there, or just passed. Because he's doing it, he does a 180-degree turn. See that? So he was facing the direction Kohberger was coming from. And then he turns around, and then somehow he must have turned his lights on, and the Kohberger goes, oh, he just pulled over immediately. This is the third, at least. Yeah, well, he got pulled over in November too, or or October. I can't remember if it was October, or November, but like it was a routine check. So let's see that building with the red top on it, that red sign. I mean. So he must have been down here, likely probably just in there. You would think that he was just kind of waiting, you know, maybe even like right here. Is that O'Reilly's body? It is red, but it looks kind of different. I think he was in here. And I think like that's probably like this or something. Okay, let's see. Oh, is that McDonald's? Oh, okay. So it's a little bit further down. Oh, yeah, so he was quite that was a pretty quick pullover. So he was, let's see, now let's take a look at that sign again. Yeah, I think it's like that one. I wonder if he was just driving. He just passed him, and then he turns around. Oh yeah, so he turned around like right in front of McDonald's. He did a U-turn and then went after him, just like, see that white car? And like right here, he did a U-turn right there. He seemed like he was facing, I don't know how he was facing that direction, but he must have been backed into one of these areas and then just quickly, you know, or he was on this side, past him, and we're just picking up the part where, all right, let's do that again, hold on. Yeah, so he's on the other side of the highway, and then he turns around, and now he's heading back towards where, in this direction, and then pulls over Kohberger, past here. So, you know, there's quite a, I mean, you know, it was a short amount of time, but they drove all the way up to this next area here, and then pulls them over right, basically right here, like right there. That's where he gets pulled over. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, right here. Yes, I always do it on the other screen like an idiot. All right, so he was back there at McDonald's. So he was on the other side of the highway, probably in the turn lane. He saw the guy, and then it's weird how quickly he caught up to Kohberger, almost like he knew that he was going to be pulled over. I mean, to get him that fast, I mean, it was right here in the McDonald's area. He seems like he was right there, and he turns around and then goes back this direction. And then he pulls him over, he catches up to him just that fast, right in this right turn signal. So he must have known right when, you know, he turned his lights on and Kohberger assumed it was him, or pulled over like a lot of people do when a police car has its lights on. And then he goes into right where that car was, probably just parked right here, I would say right here in that area. So here we go. Thanks, Annabelle.
Full-minute farm with Pennsylvania. Lincoln Frank Zebra 8649. Hey there. I stopped you going a little fast. You didn't realize this is 35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you're going
about 41?
Yeah, 43 is what the radar said.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Do you have your license, the registration, insurance?
Yeah, it does look blue. It does look blue from that shot there. So, it does look blue there. So you're right about that. But, you know, darker clothing he's got on. Not something that it would just
Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you? No.
Why not, though?
That's no good.
Why wasn't he wearing a seatbelt? That's just weird. He's only, I guess it was 43, yeah. So he's only going 43 and a 35, and he also didn't have his seatbelt on. That's probably the main reason he was pulled over. I think if he had his seatbelt on, he was going 43, he wouldn't have been pulled over.
Just being honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate
I'm just being honest with you. He makes eye contact with him when he says, I'm just being honest with you, hoping that'll have some benefits down the road.
that.
You guys are, there's absolutely no point not being honest.
Yeah.
You have a radar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a vehicle registration slip or something like that? Okay.
Or did I give you my insurance?
Yeah, this is your insurance. That's good. Thing is, I'm on a overtime shift right now. One of the conditions is we have to enforce seatbelt laws, and so to write you a citation for that, it's $10 in Idaho. Not a huge deal, but yeah. Be right back.
Let me fix the audio here. This should sound better after this. Ah, there's only one channel, I guess. Okay.
Alright, sir, here's your license back. It's here, just an infraction citation. The only thing you're alleging failure to wear your seatbelt on the traffic stop. Like I said, the fine at that's $10. You do have the right to a hearing on this if you'd like one. If you'd like hearing, you need to request it before September 8th at 8:30. Otherwise, they'll automatically be entered against you. You'll lose the right to the hearing. You just wanted to pay it. The mailing address there, website right there.
Yeah, I just have a question about that. So in terms of, like, you know, when you get a speeding ticket that's obviously reported to your insurance, is that the same thing for the seatbelt?
I don't think so. I think it's only moving violations that go to insurance, or things that might put points on your license.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Could I get a phone number from you?
Yeah, why?
We need to put it on the citation as it goes to the court.
I mean, that was sort of interesting. Like, I mean, who asks why? And I normally say, can I get a phone number? You just, no. Like, you get pulled over, it's just, you know, they can look it up if they want or whatever. I mean, it's just strange to say, why? You know, why? Now, you see it all the time in videos where people, you know, are constantly challenging the constitutional rights and things like that. Like, you don't need to know my phone number. Just tell me why you're pulling me over. You know, those kind of things. But it's kind of weird to, you know, it's like he knows that he just came back from a place that in the future he'll be doing some horrific things. And, you know, he's scouting around, doing whatever he's doing. And so he's probably thinking in his mind that, oh, wow, I didn't turn my phone off, so, you know, why do you need my number? You know, that kind of thing.
And just for future reference, I mean, I'm obviously an honest.
Yeah, so Zombie is one of those people that will sit there and challenge cops at everything. When they ask me for my phone number, I just give it to them because why the hell not? I don't have anything to hide, you know.
Person, right? I told you I wasn't wearing my safety belt. When people lie to you about that,
no, it's not weird to ask for his phone number.
that, right? Just for my own knowledge. Do you honestly go back and look at that, or do you just
With a seatbelt like this, I didn't check as I was coming up, so that's why I asked you.
Do you usually?
I should. I noticed you weren't wearing it, and I'm on this emphasis, and like I said, I'm getting paid by ICD, and they want us to enforce the seatbelt law, so I was being more aware of that.
Look at that psycho. Jesus.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
You know, what's weird about Kohberger is it's like, does he have like super glue with his eyes being glued open? I mean, he hardly ever blinks.
So I was being more aware of that. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, he acts the same as he does when the woman pulls him over. But in that one, he was a little bit more friendly, you know, like trying to, like, hey, we're working together here. Let's try to figure out these things. I don't know why this is under seal. I mean, there might be some... I don't know why. I mean, but there's nothing in here that indicates that he's missing a front plate in this video. And that's what they said. Now, there likely is more video prior because they're just... I think they're always filming, you know? Or I don't know if they're always filming, but whatever it was, Kohberger was headed towards him. And so maybe there's other footage, but they didn't release that. He could probably do the coursework for a PhD, though.
Alright, man. Not a place to park.
I don't really refer to this guy as bro, you know. He's not really somebody you want to... That's weird. He's very like when he gets pulled over with his dad. It's kind of similar, I guess.
I stopped you going a little fast. You didn't realize this is 35?
Oh, it's 35?
It is, yeah. So you go...
About 41?
Yeah, 43 is what the radar said.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, man.
Do you have your license, the registration, insurance? Were you wearing your seatbelt when I stopped you? No. That's no good.
Right. Just being honest with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You guys are... There's absolutely no point in not being honest.
Yeah.
You have the radar.
There's absolutely no point in being dishonest, he said. You've got the radar.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But that is a natural chuckling point. And in that one, it sort of looked like he was actually laughing. You know, it wasn't something he had to realize, this is what I'm supposed to look like. Say, watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a vehicle registration slip or something like that? Okay.
Or did I give you my insurance?
Yeah, this is your insurance. That's good. Thing is, I'm on a overtime shift right now. One of the conditions is we have to enforce seatbelt laws, and so to write you a citation for that, it's $10 in Idaho. Not a huge deal, but yeah. Be right back.
What?
Hey, thanks, Techies. Demolition. Thanks for what you do, Gray. Love your channel. Hey, thank you. I mean, none of this stuff's even in. It's just all blurred out and not. He doesn't say anything. So I guess what the Kohbergers will say is, at what point did he notice he was missing a front plate? They'll say, you know, because it's not even in the like here's the report right here. It says Kohberger, I'm not sure what was there. Maybe a license plate or something. I stopped the vehicle for speeding 42 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. And that's the original narrative. Huh. Well, why do they have that 01, 09, 20? So they must have wrote that up later. It says, I stopped the vehicle for speeding 42 miles an hour in 35 mile per hour zone. Confirmed patrol speed is 29 miles per hour. Confirmed patrolled speed at 29 miles per hour. Driver stated he was not aware of the speed limit. I thought you said he was at, but he was at 29, so he's going too slow? Is that what you're... I stopped the vehicle for speeding 42 miles an hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Confirmed patrolled speed at 29 miles per hour. I thought it was 40, he was going 43. Or, no, you said it's 42, but Then you said 29. Is that how fast you were going? So you were going 29 miles an hour, or I don't know, man. Driver stated he was not aware of the speed limit. Yep. I noticed he was not wearing his seatbelt, and he acknowledged that he was not. I cited him for seatbelt and warned him for the speed. I checked radar at the beginning of the shift and following the stop. Have body cam and dash camera saved. It says supplemental narrative, Mike, Greg. Oh wait, so this right here is for the part above. So I would think that, so I'm not sure why that date is right there. But this says 8/21/2022. I'm kind of confused at where they have the dates here. Let's see, I'll show you where he is. So this is where he was pulled over, and I had a pin right there. I mean, it's really close to where we originally had it. I mean, it's not far away at all. I mean, I'd say let's just do it. Driving wise, he came from, that's not where he came from. So he actually drove downtown that way, because I'll just tell you as a crow flies how far it is. But he drove by the officer past that. He was coming from this direction when the officer turned around and passed him, and didn't pass him, but caught up with him right here. So Kohberger, I don't know if you can see my pin up here, but he was coming this direction like that. But as a crow flies, not sure why they always say crow. I see crows doing all kinds of weird angles in the air. Yeah, right there. So that is a mile, 1 mile right there as a crow flies. Everything is really close there. And then so he probably came from this direction. So Highway 8, and then he was probably on Highway 95. That's what he likes to do. And I would say he was right around in this area at one point. That's right where the A&W is. So he probably, let's just say, everybody knows he's stalking the residents. So he was probably in this area, and he drove like this, and maybe he just went on Taylor this time when he's leaving, and then came up like this, and then around. I'll show you where. Seems kind of likely he might have gone and probably turned left on Highway 95 right here, and then made his way up to Highway 8, which is the Pullman-Moscow highway. Went like this, up and around, and we're almost there. So right here and there, and that measurement's 2.2 miles, and I'll make it thicker so you can see. See that? So just even that route right there is only 2 miles, that one, because he did come in. Now there's other ways, like he could have came up these back roads here, like Paradise Creek Street, Stadium Drive, and came out there. And then the officers saw him, but he was already up to 43 miles an hour. So maybe, I just think he came in on 8, just like he'd been doing all those other times. Just like at 9 in the morning. At 9 in the morning, when he drove by, I think there was, I don't know, some kind of might have been a coffee shop. Let me turn on the pins again. Hold on. God, I have so many pins on this one. Yeah, it's right there. So at 9:12 in the morning, I think this camera, again, at the A&W, picked his car up driving by. I just gotta move this up so I can see the damn thing. There's so many pins, it's hard to manage. Yeah, so even on the morning when he came back at 9 in the morning, he was driving right here, right there. So he's in the same general area probably that night, because we know that he has to be coming from here. So I guess he could have came up that road or this one, but he probably likely just took Highway 8, you know, just blending in with other cars after, instead of driving back on some creepy road.
Right, sir, here's your license back. It's here, just an infraction citation. The only thing you're alleging, failure to wear your seatbelt on the traffic stop.
If you got here late, so you can see that sign back there. This is where he was pulled over. Right here. So it's in that right turn lane. So if you go down the street view right here, so right here, maybe just a little bit further, there's a sign right there, and you can see there's a right turn.
Like I said, the fine at that's $10. You do have the right to a hearing on this if you'd like one. If you'd like hearing, you need to request it before September 8th at 8:30. Otherwise, they'll automatically be entered against you. You'll lose the right to the hearing. You just wanted to pay it. The mailing address there, website right there.
Yeah, I just have a question about that. So in terms of, like, you know, when you get a speeding ticket that's obviously reported to your insurance, is that the same thing with the seatbelt?
I don't think so. I think it's only moving violations that go to insurance.
Yeah, but you're not wearing a seatbelt while you're moving.
Things that might put points on your license.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. Okay.
See, he brought that up. Look it, I'm an honest person. You know, does that go on my insurance? I tell you what, Brian. Yeah, we'll just make sure you wear your seatbelt. We'll let this one go. No, it wasn't Kate's Cup of Joe. Kate's Cup of Joe is in Clarkston, Washington.
Okay. Could I get a phone number from you?
Yeah, why?
We need to put it on the citation as it goes to the court.
Just for future reference, I mean, I'm obviously an honest person, right? I told you I wasn't wearing my safety belt. When people lie to you about that, like say I lied to you about that, right? Just for my own knowledge. Do you honestly go back and look at that, or do you just
with a seatbelt like this, I didn't check as I was coming up, so that's why I asked you.
Yeah, so what he's really saying is, if I had lied to you and said that I was wearing it, would he get the ticket?
I should. I noticed you weren't wearing it, and I'm on this emphasis, and like I said, I'm getting paid by ICD, and they want us to enforce the seatbelt law, so I was being more aware of that.
What they want you to do is they want you to make the money that justifies paying your overtime, so you just give them as many tickets as possible, and then eventually we'll get that, and it'll help cover the salaries. It's a it feeds its own machine.
That's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Oh, that's the officer. That's the reflection of the officer right there. Now the Kohbergers will say, "Look, there's somebody else in the back of the car. That must be Brent Kopacka, everybody. That's Brent Kopacka." That's so funny, though. It does look like in the back right seat, but it's actually the officer. You can even see the stripe on his arm right there, but they'll miss that part. But look at that, it's Brent Kopacka in the back seat, everybody. Here we go. I'm just gonna put this out right now that they are going to do that. 100%. They're gonna say that is some other person. Look at that. We need to be looking for this guy that has bald head. Looks like he also has a big nose. Are those bushy eyebrows? Holy crap, everybody! There it is. Oh no, they'll go like this. Look at. There's a guy back there. Come on, you know it, you guys. You absolutely know that's going to happen, right? The Kohbergers are going to say that that person is not the officer, it's somebody in the back of the car. Yeah, look at those bushy eyebrows right there, man. Look at that. Whew. Those are caterpillars. Look at that eyeball, man. That thing looks like it's going to pop out at any moment.
That's where I'm coming from. Yeah. Okay. All right. Have a good night.
Hey, but look at this. It was pretty cool. I got my, this is my first, I've been really trying to get these requests out here, but let's see, what did I get? Yeah, I got an email today at 10:17, and of course I'm out walking, you know, I mean, it's just, I'm always somewhere. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if I get in my car and drive away, just assume something amazing is going to happen. But look, I got it says right here. Let's see, not that one. Which one is it? It's I don't remember it now. Now I can't find what I was looking at. It said, oh yeah, the public request you filed on July 17th. So that was a while ago. Requesting all incident reports, photos, body camera video, dash cam videos regarding citation number has been approved. Standard redactions have been made. You can find them on our website. So I think enough people requested the same thing, so they put them out on the website. So, you know, they didn't send it directly to me, but at least they probably sent the same message to 75 other people who requested the same thing. And that email came in at 10:17, and of course, that was 10:17 a.m. Huh? And I got back from walking at 11, so I don't know. I missed it by 43 minutes. What website? I don't know what you're talking about. I went there. That's how I got it. That's right, and then he drives away. All right, well, anybody have any thoughts on that? Or for he couldn't have given him speeding ticket, in my opinion. Shouldn't have pulled him over if he couldn't have given. Well, he could have, because he was going 42 in a 35, but that seems like in court the judge would go, are you serious? Like, I would actually take that to court. I mean, it would admit that you're speeding, but you would just say, listen, officer, I mean, isn't there a variance from here to there? I mean, it's 35. Sure, I was going 42. I mean, you know. Well, it said he was going, on the citation it said 42, I think. Unless my brain just remembered 40. Yeah, right here it says, I stopped a vehicle for speeding, 42 and a 35. Okay, Marilise, you didn't get it right, all right? So it's 42 and a 35. Do you have a lick for those eyebrows? Huh? A license. Do you have a license for those eyebrows? Yeah, what's weird is the eyebrows came by his camera about 10 seconds before he did. You know, first he thought he was pulling over eyebrows, but turns out there was a man behind them. Yeah, I mean, you can give a ticket because he was speeding, right? But I don't know what the standard deviation is. Like, as soon as you say, yeah, I was going 42 and 35, you'd go, we'll see. But nobody, I mean, you know, if you're driving 34, isn't that also an infraction? Because you're not exactly on 35. You can see a difference for how he interacted with the female cop, much more casual with the male. Well, the female, though, I thought with the female, I thought it was somewhat similar. It seems like with the female, he was much more like, hey, we're on the same team. We're just trying to figure these things out, you know, and that kind of thing. But more proof of stalking in Idaho. No reason to be there. Right. Hey, thank you very much, Vivacious Val, for the laugh. Look, there's someone in the back seat. Yeah, they're going to do it. You know how they're going to do that, though, right? You have to kind of wiggle it around a little bit. That's what this guy named Straight Drop used to do that all the time. In the Kanika Jenkins case. He was so good at it. Man, he would just take the image and wiggle stuff around, and everybody would think, oh my God, look. So what you do, right there. And then you zoom in on it, and then you sort of like, you know, you kind of, whoa. You kind of have to grab it and wiggle it. Wiggle it around. And they'd probably freeze it on that one. Look at that guy. He's got a prosthetic nose. Look at that thing. That nose is like oh, wait a minute. And then there's like this. This is what the Kohberger nutjob types do. The conspiracy wackos. Oh, look. There's a guy back there. He's... No, it's actually the officer. Anyways, he was argumentative in a passive-aggressive manner with the female officer. Yeah, well, you know, the weird part is he was pulled over twice that I've seen that I wouldn't agree. You know, you should be driving with your seatbelt, but being pulled over for 42 and a 35, and then claiming an intersection when you're turning left, man, to me, those are both things that wouldn't matter at all, right? Like when you go to an intersection, and let's say it's 5 o'clock and there's no turn signal, you just have to wait for traffic to clear to turn left, and you're at rush hour, you might sit there for 2 hours because unless somebody's kind driving on the other intersection across from you and stops and waves you around. So what you do is you pull forward into the intersection so that when the light turns yellow and then red, you're able to just kind of make the turn into the lane. That absolutely should be completely legal. But man, yeah, you got pulled over that time. You got pulled over, like, let's see, 2 times. Let's see, the officer pulled, there was 3 times I think he was pulled over and with traffic stops, right? Wasn't there one where it was just sort of like a check for, you know, drunk drivers, like in November? Then he was pulled over by the female officer, and then he was pulled over in this one on 821 with the seatbelts, and then he was pulled over, let's see, hold on. Then he was pulled over twice on the way back, coming from, you know, going to Indiana. I mean, put a 1 if you've been pulled over 5 times in 4 months. Let's see. And that's a Friday night. So, you know, he was going over there checking out. And here's what he was doing. He went to the house because he knows that people pre-funk and have drinks and get dressed and everything to go out. So he went to that house and was watching in that back parking lot Madison Mogan's bedroom as she was getting ready to go out and party that night. How much you want to bet that that's what he was doing? I would bet money that he was there in that back parking lot looking and watching through the window. Probably had his lights turned off, but he was sitting in his car. Yeah, I mean, I've probably been pulled over, I don't know, 6 times in 40 years or something. I mean, that's pretty, it's not, you know, it's not terrible, I guess. One time was having my snow tires on for too long. Well, maybe it's been more than that, but snow tires on for too long, speeding a few times. Yeah, you know, maybe a tag one here and there. Frame by frame, and then zoom in 500% and argue over pixels. Right? Yeah, exactly. That's how they do it, man. I swear to God, I'm not making it up. You will see videos claiming that that is another person in the back seat. These people do not care, and guess what? The suckers that watch those channels will actually believe it. It's weird. Now, even though he's turning, and now he's all the way back by the back window, and he's just disappeared. Yeah, so they'll go like this. Oh, well, that looks kind of... I forget. Jesus. That looked like something else. Never mind. Oh, crap. What happened there? All right, well, we'll just keep getting more information as it goes. I'm pretty sure the judge they'll start putting more documents out on the Idaho website at some point as they review them. I guess we'll see. But I think that's going to do it, you guys. There you go. You got to see the body camera footage. If you got here early, probably before most people did. I didn't see it out there anywhere, but I could have put it out 45 minutes earlier had I not gone on my walk. So anyways, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for those who considered supporting the channel. We had Paul Ayers, Trudy Burgoyne, Patricia Grisso, Virgo Alex, let's see, Papa Squatch, Blue 1080 new member, Annabella 5976, Billy Collects, Techies Demolition, and Taylor 19, Patricia Grizzo again, and Vivacious Val. Oh, and there's Shaker Maker 1980 at the buzzer there. Alright, you guys, we're still just putting the pieces together. Now we've got this one. So now we have 3 different body camera videos out there of Brian Kohberger, the nut job, psycho whack job, who has a following of similarly mentally conflicted people. Right? I mean, Kohbergers must have similar traits as this guy to actually believe in this guy. It's just crazy. It doesn't matter what he said, Marilise. On the documents have 42. All right, that's what he was driving at. I know you like to always challenge everybody. That's why you always get in trouble. We heard him say 43, but it says 42 in the documents, so I changed it. That's the official piece of information. It must have had, he had a gun on him when he drove by, and went, oh, and he misquoted himself. The Kohbergers are disgusting. Yeah, they are. I think the Kohbergers are some of the most disgusting people that there are, and especially not the ones that supported him. I'll give a break to the people that it's hard to even do that, because that means you were purposely not noticing just absolutely incredibly damning information that was, he had no out. Kohberger was the killer from the get-go as soon as the probable cause came out. Like those people, it's hard to give them a break, but okay, sure, he still has to go to trial. But now that he has admitted doing the killing and is accepting a horrendous plea, just a horrendous plea out there, meaning like life without parole, and no ability to even appeal. You know, and I guess he can still appeal in some ways, but you know, those will probably be rejected because he did sign that document. And so, you know, even after that, they're still sitting there trying to make videos claiming. Now they're kind of their go-to to get out of it was, okay, we believe Kohberger. Okay, he was there too, but there was somebody else. Now they can make video after video after video after video after video after video of just complete nonsensical garbage, and all of their sucker viewers are going to believe it because it makes it. But some of them will be angry that you even included Kohberger. So there's some YouTubers that are going to have to keep him out of it and go, you know, I don't know, I think he's just being framed. You know, there's somebody else out there. And they just go on and on and on and on. And I just think it's so embarrassing, you know. It's just, look in the mirror at some point and go, you know what? Whew, they had it wrong, you know. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, but yeah, well, you should be discussing it to viewers too, though, Felicia, because they know what the reality is. They shouldn't be watching. They've seen other people, but the the creators that put the videos out are absolutely, unless they're complete morons, they are completely intentionally tricking their viewers for views. There's a whole segment of true crime what's more entertaining to have a conspiracy and all these things, and I find that just really disturbing. They get way more views, everybody likes them. Like when I went live here, I should have had like 5,000 people, so there's 1,400. You know, it's like, because it's not a conspiracy channel, hey, where's the other one, we can talk about the guy in the back seat and everything. And but these guys, they know, like there's a clown out there with spiders on his eyes. He intentionally lied to all of his viewers and made video after video attacking Bethany and Dylan over and over and over again, accusing them. And all those videos, by the way, he scrubbed off of his channel because those are all lawsuits waiting to happen for him. All right. Now it's okay if like early on, if you made a video where you were kind of just speculating on something, and then it turns out not to be true, you get rid of them. But this guy made hundreds of videos. I mean, it was just over and over and over again. And then there's a guy from the UK, that dipshit UK guy that gets up there, and every video he made was pro Burger here. And now he's like, what do you mean, man? I was just trying to... No, dude, you don't try to sell your garbage. You intentionally take a view that Kohberger wasn't the killer. Now you're even making like he's being treated so badly and everything. These guys are nuts, all right? They are nuts. Now, on my channel, what we do is we go over the documents, we put all the pieces together, and we put it together logically, and we come up with what likely is happening. Now, I don't know if you guys missed it, but over the on Saturday of this week in Arkansas, there is this mother and father walking with their 7 and 9-year-old children on a trail. I think it's called Devil's Den, and some guy just came out and started stabbing the father. The mother then took the children and told them to run as fast as they can, and then she went back to try to help her husband, and she got stabbed to death too. And the guy's out on the run. And so we were talking about that last night. I'll probably make a video on it later, so make sure to check that one out, because that one is crazy. Apparently he had a license plate with duct tape on it and stuff like that. They had I found all of the scanner audio from the incident, so I'll put that in the video. There's also there's an interview that a channel did out there on the case, so I'll put that in there. He interviewed the 911 operator, and also somebody called in that was on the trail and saw the guy, and they were just all creeped out by him. I mean, it's a crazy, man. That's either like a serial killer or some connection that nobody knows about. The mother said, "Why are you doing this?" And that was the last thing the girls heard when they were running away, and she stopped making sound. Really creepy, really creepy. Anyways, so make sure to check out that video out later. When I put that one out, it's just really shocking. It's active right now, currently. The guy's out on the run somewhere. Maybe he was driving like a Nissan or some Mazda, maybe they said. I can't remember. But we'll put that in there. Yeah, this channel, we just try to put the pieces together, right? Yeah, no, they shut down the whole park and everything after that. It's crazy listening to the scanner audio. Maybe you want to hear that part. It's only 2 minutes long. You want to hear it? Here, I'll do it right now. Let's see, where is that scanner audio? Right here. Listen to this.
Medic 4, Strickler First Responders, Stage for Police, Assault, Possible Stabbing, Devil's Den State Park, Operations Ops 44, time out 1358.
CrimeCon 1714. What's the location in the state park that we need to be responding to?
Medic 4 and Strickler. Washington County received a call from the visitor center. 2 children are there. They advised that their parents were assaulted. One was possibly stabbed. The parents are missing.
We're all sweeping the trail, me and I've got a maintenance person with me, interpreters with first aid kits trying to locate the family. Do me a favor and ask them again what the parents' names were and just relay on this channel.
16, I'm 5'5". Do we need to sweep the closer trails or just stay on the main trail?
Cover the main trail right now first.
Oh.
Copy that.
Help.
Sweep the main trail first right now.
Main trail. Ice blocks, hiking down. Looking for help.
Copy that. Say again. Repeat.
Hear yells calling for help. We're hiking down. I think they're...
10-4, we're hearing them too towards the end of the lower part of the Devil's Den Trail.
10-4.
12-16, 12-22.
Probably right there.
12-16, 12-22. 16, Devil's Den. Devil's Den to Washington County. 12-16 to either interpreter.
Hey, Jeremy.
That's what it looks like.
Trying to relay to the office. So we found the victims down here. They're on the lower Devil's Den Trail. Just a couple minutes. I think I see you right there. I've got two bodies down here. 12-16 to 12-22.
Well, I've notified Washington County of this, but
witnessed another female who was with the children and asked the witnesses to take the children back to the VIC and then went back to help the friend.
I think she's down here with me right now.
So I think what's going on there is the girls were, some people saw the girls running and they took them to the visitor center, but there was already a friend helping the people that were stabbed, and then another friend went to go help that person. Yesterday I thought it was something else, like they thought that the mom was with the girls, but...
And the friend is here too. They're down here at the scene. If you will go ahead and confirm with Troop L that they are sending me down here.
10-4.
And also, I've got both interpreters at each end of the trail blocking traffic from visitors. If you can bring some flagging tape and stuff when you get out here. 10-4.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? And this guy, these husband and wife, they just moved to the area, like on the 16th of July, and they were just in the town where I think his mother lives to be with family, and then they were just here going out just to go visit a hiking trail, and some guy out there, and he had a large backpack on made out of mesh, a black backpack. He had had a baseball cap with a sort of leather patch in the front, etc. Here's the sketch that they drew of the guy right there. Look at that. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, this is this is one. I mean, I'm definitely going to be making a video on this. I was thinking of doing it here, but this kind of took up this time of the day. So, yeah, he had black pants on, a black rolled up shirt, and he had a sort of a brown, I guess he had greenish blue eyes. He had sort of brown, stubbly hair on his chin, like a beard, I guess. And then a baseball cap that had a patch on the front. And he was about like 6 feet, 5'10"-ish, something like that. And stocky, they said. Wild. Absolutely crazy. And then I have this guy did an interview, I think it's, what was his name? Hidden Killers podcast. He interviewed the 911 operator. I just kind of cut out the parts that explain different things. But anyways, hopefully you guys will be interested in that. Might have to go over that again later this evening, or go over this, obviously, again. So if you guys want to stop by, that'd be great. But yeah, look for the video that I'll be putting out on this case. So hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, all right? That'd be awesome. And thanks, Rachel, right there at the end. I already thanked everybody else. Let's see if we have any. No coffees. Come on, you guys. Somebody out there. We need to get a coffee. Here we go. Right there. You see that? Right there. Consider supporting my channel by buying me a coffee. There you go. I saw the strategy dress for hiking. Strangely dressed. Yeah, he had like this really huge mesh black backpack. Now, what was his goal? Was he going out there to kidnap one of the girls? They're only 7 and 9. I don't know if you sound stupid, like, oh, you can fit the girl in the backpack. I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous. But what was he doing there? Does he know them? Did he? And the lady on the 911 said that maybe she was ambushed, or they were ambushed. Just like waiting for somebody to come by, I guess. I don't know. It's really pretty bizarre. Remember the car that was searched in Oregon? I think, did he actually get in an accident? Like, no, that's not his car, though. They already determined who the car was in Oregon. It's not his car. All right. Well, anyways, thanks everybody for showing up and being one of the first people out there. You guys got to see the new surveillance footage before most other people. All right. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Hey, Amber. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And how do I get out of here? There you go. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And
Thank
during
you,
this whole
Mary
time,
Louise.
I have not seen one person that is a
Crime dissector, the projector,
I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya
on a stretcher. If you try and pull me like an old projector, crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector,
and I'm always gonna be a pup protector, fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple fucking checked ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody, talk to you later.
Correct.
These are the Pro Burgers, everybody. The Pro Burgers are absolute nut jobs. People who believe in ghosts and goblins. Ghosts and goblins.